Hey everyone, it's Narrator here. Get ready to face your fears. Or maybe just hide under the covers because today, we're diving headfirst into the world of paranormal games. We're talking about the kind of games that make hide and seek look like a tea party with your grandma. We've got creepy rituals, haunted dolls, and enough spooky stories to keep you up for a week. So, if you're brave enough to stick around, and I mean really brave, like braver than eating a ghost pepper whole, then buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to unpack the top 10 most dangerous paranormal games you should never, ever play alone. But hey, on the bright side, at least you'll know what not to do if you ever find yourself home alone on a stormy night. You're welcome! Kicking off our spooky countdown at number 1 is Dry Bones, a game whispered about in hushed tones in school hallways and creepy corners of the internet. Imagine this. It's midnight, your house is creaking, and you're clutching a mirror. Sounds fun, right? To play Dry Bones, you need a bathroom with a mirror and absolutely zero common sense. Just kidding. Kind of. But seriously, this game is said to summon a spirit and not the friendly Casper kind either. Here's how it goes. You stand in the dark bathroom, light a candle, because what's scarier than a flickering flame in the dark, and chant Dry Bones 13 times while staring into the mirror. Easy peasy, right? Wrong. Legend has it that if you do it right, or should I say wrong, a creepy skeletal figure will appear in the mirror. And trust me, you don't want to win a staring contest with this one. Now, you're probably thinking, Narrator, how do I not lose this terrifying game? Well, for starters, maybe just don't play it. But if you're dead set on tempting fate, here's the deal. Avoid eye contact with the spooky apparition in the mirror. Think of it like that awkward moment when you make eye contact with someone while eating a banana. Just look away. They say that making eye contact with the Dry Bones spirit will anger it, and you don't want to deal with a grumpy ghost. Trust me. Winning this game is less about achieving something and more about surviving the experience. If you manage to chant 13 times, avoid eye contact, and get out of the bathroom with your soul intact, congrats, you've conquered Dry Bones. But be warned, some say the spirit might not be too happy about being disturbed and could follow you home. Sweet dreams. Next up on our paranormal hit parade is a game so spooky, it makes Dry Bones look like a round of patty cake. Get ready for the Midnight Game, a terrifying ritual that supposedly summons a demonic entity into your home. Fun times. This game requires a bit more preparation than Dry Bones. You'll need a candle, a piece of paper, a writing utensil, matches or a lighter, salt, a wooden door, and a drop of your own blood. Okay, that last one escalated quickly, but hey, who am I to judge your spooky hobbies? Here's the gist. You write your full name on the paper, prick your finger, ouch, and put a drop of blood on the paper. Then you turn off all the lights in your house, light the candle, place the paper with your name and blood in front of the wooden door, and knock on the door 22 times. The catch? You have to finish knocking exactly at midnight. Talk about a time crunch. Now let's talk strategy, because surviving the Midnight Game is like trying to parallel park a school bus. It's tricky. If you've managed to summon the entity, which by the way is highly discouraged, it will blow out your candle, plunging you into darkness. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to relight the candle within 10 seconds. Easier said than done when you've got a demonic presence lurking in the shadows. If you fail, well, let's just say the consequences are best left unimagined. Winning this game is all about outsmarting the entity and staying safe. The game ends at 3:33 a.m. or also the witching hour, which means all spirits, ghosts and demons are at their strongest point for that 1 minute. So at 3:33 a.m. is when you can tell the midnight thank you for playing, but you need to leave, you're no longer welcome. If you hear a groan, the Midnight Man had left your home and the game is over. You need to create a circle of salt around yourself for protection. The salt acts like a spiritual force field, keeping the entity at bay. But be warned, if you step outside the circle or the entity touches you, it's game over. And trust me, you don't want to lose this game. The entity is said to cause hallucinations, paranoia, and even physical harm. So, maybe just stick to Monopoly, okay? Okay, buckle up, Buttercup, because this next game is called One Man Hide and Seek. Don't let the name fool you, it's not as lonely as it sounds. Unless you count being hunted by a possessed doll as company. The goal is to play hide and seek with a spirit in a doll. Yeah, you heard me right. A doll. You need a doll, rice, thread, needle, nail clippers, and salt water. Cut open the doll, replace its stuffing with rice, and sew it up. Clip your nails and put them inside the doll. Fill a bathtub with salt water, hold the doll, say its name and "you are it" 3 times, then throw it in the tub. Find the doll in the dark. Pour salt water on it, say "I win" 3 times, and burn it. Warning: this game is dangerous and could invite unwanted attention. Alright, thrill seekers, ever wanted to travel to another dimension? No? Well, too bad, because that's what we're talking about with the elevator game. It's like a magic trick, except instead of pulling a rabbit out of a hat, you might pull yourself into another realm. The rules are simple, but don't let that fool you. Find a building with at least 10 floors and an elevator. It's gotta be a building with enough floors to confuse the spirits, you know? We're talking high-rise, not a bungalow. This game is all about pressing buttons in a specific order. It's like a dance, but instead of moving your feet, you're moving your fingers. Here's the sequence: 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5. At this point, a woman might enter the elevator. Don't talk to her. She's like the creepy neighbor of the spirit world. You don't want to make eye contact. Now press 1. If the elevator goes up to 10 instead of down to 1, congratulations, you've entered the Twilight Zone. To get back, just reverse the button sequence. Easy peasy, right? Now I know what you're thinking. Liza, what if I see something freaky in this other dimension? Well, my friend, that's the risk you take. People have reported seeing strange lights, shadowy figures, and even entire different worlds. It's like stepping into a fever dream, but hopefully without the sweating. But here's the thing, you gotta stay calm. Don't freak out, don't start singing show tunes, just act natural. And whatever you do, don't get off the elevator until you've reversed the sequence. Otherwise, you might just find yourself permanently stuck in the astral elevator, and nobody wants that. Warning, this game is rumored to be a portal to another dimension. There's no guarantee what you might encounter or how to get back. Play at your own risk, and maybe pack a snack, because you never know how long you'll be gone. Alright, closet monsters, this one's for you. The closet game is basically a dare to see if you're brave enough to face your fears head on. Or, well, closet on. This one's simple, but trust me, it's effective. We're talking goosebumps guaranteed. The goal? Lure a spirit into your closet and then see if you can handle the heat. Here's what you gotta do. Find yourself a closet, preferably one with a mirror inside, because why not add a little extra scare factor? It's all about ambience, you know? We're going for spooky, not slumber party. Turn off all the lights, because duh, ghosts love the dark. They're like the opposite of plants. Now stand in front of your closet door, take a deep breath, and say these words. I'm aware of your presence. Come closer, show yourself. I'm not afraid. Say it like you mean it. Channel your inner superhero. Then quickly open the door and shut it again like you're playing peekaboo with a demon. Now, here's the moment of truth. Listen closely. You might hear noises, whispers, or even feel a change in temperature. It's like your closet just became the main attraction at Spooky World. If you're feeling brave, try opening the door again, but be warned, you never know what you might find. Some people say they've seen shadowy figures, others have felt a presence, and some have even reported being touched. If you start feeling scared or overwhelmed, just remember, it's all in your head, right? Okay, maybe not, but you get the idea. Warning, this game is said to attract negative energy and could potentially invite unwanted spirits into your home. Proceed with caution, and maybe sleep with the lights on for a week, just saying. Okay guys, we're at number 6, and it's the classic Ouija board. You know it, you might have secretly tried it at a sleepover. Don't lie, I see you. This heart-shaped piece of wood is like the OG spirit phone. So, how do you play? First, you need a Ouija board and a planchette. Gather your bravest friends, dim the lights, and place your fingers lightly on the planchette. Be respectful. Greet spirits politely. Ask clear, concise questions. Don't annoy them. You don't want to be on a ghost's bad side. Imagine getting a cold call in the middle of the night. Not cool, right? Same goes for spirits. Greet them politely and ask clear, concise questions. Don't be asking them to spill the tea on your ex or reveal next week's lottery numbers, okay? Spirits have standards too. Plus, you don't want to annoy them. Trust me, you do not want to be on a ghost's bad side. It's not cute. Alright? So you've had your chat? Maybe gotten some cryptic messages? Maybe even a jump scare or two? Now it's time to wrap things up. Remember, saying goodbye is crucial. You don't want any unwanted guests overstaying their welcome in your living room, especially if they're from the spirit world. Move the planchette to goodbye on the board, thank the spirits, even if they were total party poopers. And then close the board. Easy peasy, right? Well, not always. Sometimes the planchette might get stuck or the spirits might try to keep the conversation going. This is where things can get a little hairy. If the spirits are being stubborn, don't panic. Stay calm, be firm, and repeat the goodbye process. If things get really out of hand, it's time to call in a professional, like an actual paranormal investigator, not your friend who watched Ghostbusters one too many times. And remember, the Ouija board isn't a toy. It's a portal to another realm, and you never know who or what might be listening on the other side. So play at your own risk, and always be prepared for the unexpected. Buckle up, buttercups, because things are about to get royally spooky with number 7, The Three Kings. This game involves mirrors, candles, and a whole lot of darkness, making it the perfect recipe for some serious goosebumps. You'll need 2 large mirrors, 2 candles, and a completely dark room. Place the mirrors facing each other, like a spooky mirror maze. Sit in the darkness, staring into one mirror for an hour, starting at 3:30 a.m. Focus on your reflection and avoid looking at the side mirrors. Legend says those mirrors hold the 3 kings' reflections. Stay calm, collected, and try not to blink too much. If you feel overwhelmed, end the game immediately. Blow out the candles, turn on the lights, and leave. Get ready to dive into the terrifying world of Japanese folklore with number 8, the bath game, also known as Daruma-san. This one's not for the faint of heart. It involves summoning a spirit while you're taking a bath. Draw eyes on a Daruma doll, turn off the lights and chant, "Daruma-san fell down." If done right, you'll feel a presence in the tub. Don't turn around. Quickly get out and run. The goal is to avoid Daruma-san all day. If she gets close, shout "Tomare" and run. Maybe stick to a nice relaxing bubble bath without the spooky rituals. Okay, buckle up, Buttercup, because this next one is seriously creepy. It's called The Hooded Man, and it involves summoning you guessed it, a hooded figure. Ooh. Basically, the legend goes that this hooded figure is like a traveler from another dimension, or a lost spirit, or maybe even your grandma coming to tell you to put on a sweater. Who knows? But supposedly, he can be contacted with a specific ritual. Now, I'm not saying you try this at home, because honestly, this sounds like a recipe for a pants-wetting experience. But if you're feeling brave, or maybe just a little bit crazy, here's how it's done, allegedly. Disclaimer: I'm not responsible for any lost souls, stolen socks, or unexpected visits from your grandma. First, you need a mirror, like a big one. You know, the kind you use to practice your best single ladies dance moves. Then you gotta turn off all the lights in your house, like all of them. Even that little one on your microwave. Next, stand in front of the mirror and say, "Hooded man, I summon you 3 times. But like, say it with your chest, you know. Make him feel welcomed. Maybe offer him some tea and biscuits while you're at it. If you're lucky, or unlucky, depending on how you look at it, you might see a figure appear in the mirror behind you. Now this is where things get really interesting. Some say the hooded man is harmless, just a lonely spirit looking for a chat. Others say he's a harbinger of doom, here to steal your soul and your favorite pair of fuzzy socks. So yeah, maybe just stick to playing Candyland, okay? Your soul and your socks will thank me later. Alright, picture this. You, your besties, a dimly lit room, and a whole lot of nervous energy. That's the basic setup for the picture game, a paranormal game that supposedly lets you communicate with spirits through, well, pictures. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? Wrong. Like most things in life, it's not as simple as it seems. First off, you'll need a Polaroid camera. You know, the ones that print out those cool vintage-looking photos? Yeah, those. And make sure you stock up on film, because you don't want to run out in the middle of a ghost photo shoot. Now, find yourself a quiet, dark room. It's got to be a place where spirits might be hanging out, like an attic, a basement, or maybe even your grandma's closet. Just kidding, Grandma. Once you're all settled in, it's time to start snapping some pics. But here's the catch. You're not just taking random pictures. You got to ask the spirits questions like, is anyone here with us? Or what's your favorite brand of ghostly ectoplasm? Okay, maybe not that last one. Anyway, after each question, snap a picture. Don't worry about posing or anything, just point and shoot. Then comes the really nerve-wracking part, waiting for the pictures to develop. If the rumors are true, you might just find some unexpected guests in your photos. Shadowy figures, strange orbs of light, or maybe even a ghostly selfie with your Uncle Steve. But hey, at least you'll have photographic evidence of your paranormal encounter, right? Just try not to scream too loud when you see the results. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 most dangerous paranormal games you should never play. Remember, these games are not just for fun. They can be seriously dangerous. Like, scarier than finding out your crush is actually a hologram. Okay, maybe not that scary, but still. Stay safe and don't mess with the unknown. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more spooky content. Until next time, stay curious but stay safe.